Venezuela challenged U.S. Navy ship. Then this happened. Good evening. Tensions on the high seas today as the United States Navy and Venezuela faced off in the southern Caribbean. What began as a patrol in international waters nearly escalated into a dangerous confrontation between a Venezuelan warship and an American guided missile destroyer. Tonight, we take you inside the standoff that played out minute by minute, an encounter that shows just how fragile stability can be in this region. It's September 15, 2025, just after 4 p.m. local time. The USS Knights, an Arleigh Burke-class destroyer, is transiting legally in international waters, more than 30 nautical miles off Venezuela's coast. Suddenly, radar picks up a Venezuelan Getty-class patrol ship accelerating sharply, its course set directly toward the American vessel. The bridge crew spots the maneuver instantly. No warning, no radio call, just a 2,300-ton warship closing fast. At this range, fewer than 12 nautical miles, every second counts. The Combat Information Center hails the Venezuelan ship in English, then Spanish. Still, silence. The Venezuelan vessel isn't drifting, it's choosing this course. The U.S. crew elevates their posture. Electronic countermeasures go active. Long-range cameras lock in, and the destroyer's main gun turns just enough to send a message. We see you, and we're ready. Inside the CIC, sailors log every radar ping, every heat signature, every movement. Because in these waters, missteps don't just risk miscommunication, they risk escalation.
Minutes pass. The Venezuelan patrol ship pushes harder, accelerating to 26 knots, faster than its usual cruise speed. Contact is now less than 3 miles away. On deck, Venezuelan crew move near their forward gun mount, weapons unmanned but visible. The order is given: launch the Seahawk helicopter. The versatile Navy asset roars off the deck, loaded with surveillance pods and flares. It's not carrying missiles today, but its presence alone is a show of force. The Seahawk swoops low, sensors live, thermal cameras capture every movement aboard the Venezuelan ship. Then comes the unmistakable message, a pulsing green laser cast across the Venezuelan bridge windows. Non-lethal, but impossible to ignore. Through the aircraft speakers, a bilingual broadcast cuts the tension. Venezuelan naval vessel, you are operating unsafely in international waters. Change course now or you will be recorded as hostile contact. For the first time, there's movement on the Venezuelan bridge. Binoculars raised. A sailor waves. But the patrol vessel keeps pressing. Until it doesn't. Slowly, the Venezuelan ship's speed drops. 24 knots. Then 22, then 19. The wake shortens. Its course drifts off the destroyer's direct path. Crews step back from the gun mount. This time, a sailor waves with both arms, palms open, the universal signal at sea. No harm intended. Moments later, a crackle over the radio. Venezuela finally speaks. The message? We are exercising sovereign patrol duties near Venezuelan waters. Adjust your heading. The USS Knights responds firmly. We are conducting legal transit in international waters. Unsafe maneuvers will be treated as escalatory. And with that, the tension breaks. By 4:38 p.m., the Venezuelan patrol ship has fallen back 6 nautical miles. Still visible, still shadowing, but no longer threatening.
This encounter wasn't random. Just 2 weeks earlier, U.S. Southern Command confirmed drone strikes against Venezuelan drug smuggling vessels in the Caribbean. Caracas condemned the action, and in the days since, Venezuelan naval patrols have surged outward, often erratic, often close to U.S. routes. Their intent isn't to start a shooting war, it's to send a message, a reminder that Venezuela can push back, create friction, slow down U.S. operations, and grab headlines. For Washington, the playbook is clear. Presence without provocation. Record everything. Keep the advantage without escalating. Because in today's world, the most powerful weapon isn't always a missile.
It's the sensor log, the time-stamped proof that shows who acted recklessly and who acted responsibly. In the end, no shots were fired, no one was hurt, but the boundary was drawn. And while the Venezuelan vessel blinked first this time, the Caribbean remains a flashpoint, where proximity, politics, and perception can turn steel on the water into sparks. The question now, should the U.S. respond more aggressively to these maritime challenges, or is restraint the smarter weapon? One thing is certain, encounters like this are far from over. September 15th, 2025, around 4:18 p.m., a Venezuelan Getty-class patrol ship suddenly turns hard towards the U.S. destroyer USS Knights, closing rapidly with no warning or radio contact. The contact closes. The Venezuelan ship accelerates from approximately 12 knots to approximately 22 knots, approaching aggressively. USS Knights hails in English and Spanish, no response. USS Knights is 34 nautical miles off Venezuela, thus in international waters. The Venezuelan vessel is identified by radar signature, mast array, hull, and vectored on a direct approach. The posture escalates. USS Knights readies non-lethal systems. A Seahawk helicopter is launched. The helicopter overflies, locks thermal optical sensors, pulses a green laser designator at the Venezuelan ship's bridge, and broadcasts warnings in English and Spanish. The Venezuelan ship begins slowing from approximately 24 to 19 knots, shifts course slightly off direct intercept. Crew stands down from forward gun positions and appears to signal no harm intended. A radio communication from Venezuela asserts sovereign patrol duties and requests the U.S. ship adjust its heading. USS Knights replies that it is operating legally and warns unsafe maneuvers will be recorded. The Venezuelan vessel is approximately 6 nautical miles off the Knight's starboard quarter, no longer threatening. The Seahawk returns to the destroyer. The standoff ends without shots fired. The narrator frames the event as a context. 2 weeks earlier, September 2nd, the U.S. conducted a strike in international waters against a Venezuelan drug smuggling vessel, killing 11, prompting Venezuela to increase naval activity and send political signals near U.S. warships. The U.S. response doctrine is emphasized. Maintain presence, record all actions, avoid provocation. Let the logs and optics be the evidence of controlled posture. The video closes by suggesting future standoffs may not end so calmly.